Now we call upon next company, which is Power and Instrumentation Gujarat Limited. Please welcome the MD, Mr. Pillai, and his team.
Good morning and Om Namah Shivaya. First of all, let me thank Mr. Rao and Paresh ji for giving us this wonderful opportunity. So let me start the presentation. So the company was founded in 1975, and for last 48 years we have been serving large-size government projects all across the country. We have a proven track record. We've successfully completed more than 35 airport projects, electrified more than 1 lakh households, laid more than 20,000 kilometers of HTLT lines. The company is actively involved in energy sector, and we're doing everything starting from generation to distribution. The company's service profile covers the complete spectrum of electrical services ranging from construction to maintenance, indoor-outdoor substations, power distribution panels, lighting solutions, anything that's about electricity, and we are right there. In May 2023, the company successfully migrated to the main board of National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange, marking a significant milestone in the growth journey. So our mission, we want to dedicate our experience and expertise in providing energy efficient services. We want to blend our experience with groundbreaking innovation and provide futuristic solution to our customer. We want to socially be responsible and cater to the segments of the society for whom electricity is still a dream. The company shall work with consciousness and ethics to be a leader nationally and globally. My vision statement, we want to be a leader in providing integrated solution for engineering and installations covering the complete industry ranging from generation to distribution. We want to create sustainable infrastructure for the future generations. We strive to achieve the motto, I am possible. The values, the core essence of the company is the values on which it has been built. We are dedicated to pass on the same to future generations. We have nurtured and inculcated our DNA with integrity, compassion, and transparency as we move forward to the new ages. So we have 49 years of experience, 310 successfully delivered projects, 100 plus clients, 100 plus staff across the country, ongoing 320 crores of work, 8 offices across pan-India. We are the only company who have successfully completed 35 plus airport projects, and we are almost 85 crore plus bidded tenders as on date. For FY24, we stood at 102 crores of revenue, 12.36 crores of EBITDA, and 5.9 crores of PAT. I would like to highlight the key milestones. So, formed as a proprietary concern in 1975, 1980, we received our first order directly from NDDB. In 1982, we became a private limited company. In 1990, we became a part of the telecom revolution and received orders from BSNL. Sorry, before that, in 88, we received our first order from Airport Authority of India. 1990, became a part of the telecom revolution. 1996, we commissioned the largest distribution substation in the telecom sector right here in Bombay at Cuff Parade. 2004, we became a limited entity. 2009, we successfully completed a single order of 20 crores for Airport Authority of India. Moved on to 2024, where we received our first single order of 50 crores. Listed ourselves on the platform in 2018. 2021, 100 plus staff, 300 plus projects, over 1,500 crores of work done in past 4 decades. Moved on in 2023, received the single order of 120 crores and migrated to the main board. 2024, we've received significant contract for development of substation at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel Airport and many other jobs. So the business overview. So what's special about us? So we're there in the semi-government public sector undertaking. We service central government organization, telecom companies, leisures, hospitals, industries, architect consultants, state government jobs. We are A-class contractors in more than 7 states. We provide the complete engineering procurement, construction solutions, complete turnkey electrical services for all industries, specialized in distribution transformers, power backup, uninterrupted power supplies, specialized lighting solutions, and solar and energy storage solutions. The business segment, we are undertaking for the infra, electrification, power supply project for airports, railways, BRTS, water supply, dams, and many more. Telecom, we partnered with Airtel, Vodafone, Idea, BSNL, MTNL. Industries, we've been doing mills, we've been doing defense, we've been with the Air Force, pharma industry. For the government sector undertaking, we've done ISRO projects, Department of Atomic Energy, Hindustan Aeronautics, Indian Oil Limited, Bharat Petroleum, NBCC, name there and we are there. And distribution company, we're working very closely with Rajasthan government, we're working very closely with the Assam Distribution Board, we're working very closely with the Jharkhand Electricity Board. So these are some of the clienteles. So currently, the operational footprint, as you can see, is that we are there in Gujarat, we are there in Rajasthan, we are there in Jharkhand, we are there in Assam, we are there in Kerala, we are there in Goa, we are there in Madhya Pradesh. The key airport infrastructure projects that we've completed, if you can see the geographical footprint, we are there all over the country. And as on date also, like we have just been shortlisted as the contractor for the Udaipur airport also. So the value of contract about 316 crores, work executed as on date 88 crores, 227 crores of work going on. So right now, one of the most prestigious projects that's been recently awarded is the T2 terminal at Ahmedabad by Adani Airport Limited. Also, there was another Mukhyamantri Ujjwal Jharkhand Yojana, which also we've just received the order. Very recently, we have raised fund about 71.48 crores by issuing preferential shares and convertible equity to promoters and non-promoter group. This funds will be utilized to finance its expansion plans, explore the new business opportunities, enhance its competitive position in the market, to support the acquisition of controlling stake in Petan Electrical Company Limited. So we've taken up a manufacturing company. We had a stake about 15%. We are moving on to 60% in the company, making it as a complete subsidiary of Power Instrumentation. So let's talk about the industry overview at this stage. So right now, the huge focus of the government is on the infrastructure development, as like my friend earlier said. I mean, the two sectors that's been in real focus is basically roads and the electricity, because if you're looking at moving from a 4 trillion or a 5 trillion economy to a 10 trillion economy, what we require is the road infra and electricity. And both of this have been the thrust of this current government for the last 10 years. And I think in coming 10, 15, 20 years, we don't see it slowing down, because the way India is growing, the kind of requirement that's coming up, from 250 gigawatts, we are pushing ourselves to a 500 gigawatt energy producing country. So with these things that's happening, there's a huge thrust on it. And the basic infrastructure that requires to be improved in this country is the entire requirement is so huge that it is going to take at least 2 decades to complete the entire job, plus the new requirement that's coming up. So government has come up with the RDSS scheme, in which it is covering the revamping of the complete distribution system. I mean, starting from the smart metering to the improvement of the grid. And as you know, that what happens is that the moment the smart meterings will be installed, the SEBs, that's the state electricity boards, they'll all get into the prepaid mode of getting money. And once they get into the prepaid mode of getting money, I mean, the losses that you see are going to be reduced, and they'll have enough money to spend on the infrastructure. So again, what happens is that the smart grid mission is again going to give people like us more opportunity to, create the better infra for coming generations. The similar is the case. I mean, like once the SEBs have enough money, they're going to pay the transmission companies. Again, we are there in the transmission space. So let's say that once the transmission companies have enough money, they're going to pay the generation companies. We are there in the generation part also. So basically, anything that is going to happen in this is going to favor us, and we have put ourselves in the right place at the right time. So we are positioned right at this moment to get into the next. So I think these figures are known to all of us, the kind of electricity that's going to be produced, and what is how the mission is going on. We want to reach about 500 megawatts in next 5-7 years or 5 years. That's what we are looking at. Indian solar market is ever expanding. I mean, we have taken up the responsibility globally also. I mean, you have the global countries coming, investing in India, putting up their infrastructure right here, because we have a very favorable geographical condition, and so that really is helping, and the solar market is going to go really big. We have already entered it as a small part of it, and we're looking to expand in that same market. So the financial overview of the company. So if we look at the total revenue at FY22, we were at 91 crores. We moved in 23 to 95 crores. In 24, we moved to 102 crores. And the EBITDA margins have been improving, and the PAT margins also, you can see it's very visibly improving. And this year results, definitely the half yearly will speak about how we are progressing, because now that we have bulk orders and we are really positioned ourselves at the right time. We raised the funds, so you will see the development coming in. So the future roadmap, I mean, expansion into the solar EPC and the BESS, that's a battery energy storage system, leveraging the government initiative, obviously, because I'm already a part of RDSS, and I mean, we are already doing about close to 300 crores of work for them. So we know that the next phase, third phase, fourth phase, all of it will be there. We are right now committed to increase our team at the top level, the management level. We are looking at getting professionals. We have already hired some of the people from larger companies to come in to be with us and, you know, nurture our company to become into something that's for the next generation. Investment to R&D for the future products. By acquiring the company that we're talking about, we've already invested some money into the R&D for some products that will be coming into future, which we'll discuss at some other time. So what is the rationale? So by 2021, we aim to qualify for the larger orders valued at about 300-350 crores. Right now, we're eligible up to 150 crores. We'll move by 2025 end or 2026 early, where we'll be eligible for 350 crores. Phase growth strategy. The company is scaling up operations to strengthen the market position with plans to sustain growth through operational excellence. That's why I said we are hiring people from the other spaces. We anticipate a 50% year-on-year growth. That's what our anticipation is, driven by the market expansion and the improved execution. The company is enhancing its execution capacity to enable. We are also entering, as I tell you, the solar EPC, which will again give us a thrust. And we are also entering manufacturing in full-fledged, so by acquiring this company. So I thank you all, and I mean, I'm looking forward to all of you.
Thank you. Very fast. Yeah. So we open the floor for Q&A. Yes. You can come ahead and ask. I think it will be better also. Yes.
So the question is about the solar EPC and the BESS. When exactly would be starting the operations, and what is the size of the projects that would be doing in the megawatts term?
So
also, if you can elaborate in the qualifications term, so how much time would it take for you to go from milestone 1 to milestone 2 in the size of the projects?
okay, so see, I would very honestly inform you one thing is that we are a little late to enter the solar EPC. I mean, it has been there, but now what we look at is that instead of getting to the solar EPC, we're looking more to look into the BESS, so the battery energy. So to get the first experience, we have just recently tied up with a company. We're doing a very small size microgrid project in a place called Panga in Himachal, where we're creating a microgrid with 1.5 megawatts of solar and 0.5 megawatt of battery energy solar system. It's a small village, so that's an experimental thing that we've entered into. And with that, we will move forward once that's been done in next, let's say 6-8 months. So the design is already over. It's in vetting form right now with the consultancy firm. Once that's over, we start the execution, and probably in 8 months, 10 months time, once we're done with that, in the meanwhile, we are always exploring the other options of how to get forward into the system. So APC as only solar, not very keen, but with something to add on to, with something to give it better, you know, something will, I mean, that's what my vision is towards it.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Yeah, hi sir. So just wanted to know about the recent QIP that we are raising. So I mean, we are contributing around 48% in that recent QIP as well. So wanted to know, I mean, why is there a sudden change? I mean, we sold some stake in Q1 from around 8%, and now again we are infusing some money. So just wanted to know about that. Secondly, on the order book, as H2 is...
One by one,
yeah,
just 1 second.
Sure.
So I think we're talking about last year, Q1.
Yeah.
So basically what happened is that we were doing a project for Assam Power Distribution Company Limited, and this was a central government sponsored scheme, basically, under the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Jyoti Yojana. Because of the lapse on the part of the Assam government, I mean that's APDCL, in submission of some documents, there were a lot of issues with the payment. Almost like 400 contractors were stuck at that time. We were a part of that project, so there was a time when we we needed fund for the company. So at that time, we sold our stake, we got the money, we got it into the company, and now when the money has come back, it's come back to me, I'm again putting in, and I am actually putting in, I'm buying the equity for double the price that I was sold it for.
Yeah.
So I mean, eventually what happens is that, it's something like, you look at your, the company is your son, your baby, you know, you look at it with that aspect and you want to grow it, you want to give it good education, nurture it, you'll go to any extent to do it.
Right.
Right. So, and once you've done it, I've done that part and now I'm backing it, I'm buying it again back. So it's the same thing. I sold it for X amount, I'm buying it for 2X amount.
Yeah, fair enough, sir. So secondly, on the order book of around 400 crores, so as of September, how much of it is executed and amount, and like in next 12 to 24 months, what inflow could we expect from this order?
So out of the 400 crore order, I think last year we executed some part of it. This year we have executed, I think about in 2 quarters we have executed about 60 odd crores out of that.
Okay.
And we are looking in at acquiring, like we already, as I showed you on the clip, we just got 2 orders, and the 3rd order is in the pipeline. We have a bidded pipeline of another 80-85 crores. So
Okay.
we are looking at maintaining the same size of order book or improving it, over coming times.
Good. Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Hi, sir. This is Sampath Nayak. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. So my question is regarding BESS space. So what work will be doing? Are we focusing on EPC part of the BESS?
So see, when it comes to BESS, we have to understand one thing: it's a solution, it's not a product. I mean, this clarity is not there in the industry as on date, but over a period of time, people will realize this, that it is not a product that is to be sold. So considering that it is an EPC, but it's a design-based EPC, you have to have the overview of the whole thing and how you're going to do it, what is the kind of product that you're going to use. Because see, if I'm working at an altitude like Panga, I cannot use lithium. I'll have to switch over to some other battery technology. So, if I'm working somewhere, maybe in Rajasthan, I'm using a different product. So, the product has the right selection of the product, how you're going to integrate it, how it is going to happen, all those things need to be known. So, adding to the part of it, yes, it is EPC, but I would not consider it to be a standard EPC where, the design is already there, you just go and execute it. This is going to be a tough job for a lot of people. I mean, you need to understand it before getting into it.
So do you have technical team in place?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And also, sir, if you could give a rough idea of market size of the BESS EPC space.
Oh, it is, like if I put it this way, it is almost about 2 crore rupees a megawatt. And now, right now, what is happening is that with the grid getting unstable, the government has made it very clear that wherever the largest solar plants are put, a part of it should be BESS, because otherwise what happens is at the night, the grid becomes very heavy and there's a lot of interruption that's happening right now. So you at your home are not understanding, but we being a part of the industry, we see what kind of things happen, how the guys at the transmission end or the generation end are suffering. So it is going to be a very, very big market, very, very big market.
So one more question regarding industry. So BESS, then there is hydro water pumps, and then there is hybrid of solar and wind.
Right.
So where do you see more traction going to?
So, see, even with solar and wind hybrid, I mean, that's definitely one of the solutions. But then again, see, what happens is that why BESS? So how do you look at it, like if you're talking about the place that I told you about, where you look at that there is a person who's there for the last 75 years, and I mean, to get the grid up to there, I mean, it's still not possible. So what do? You create a microgrid for yourself and you put up a system there and it becomes self-sustaining. Like if you've heard the Motera village in Gujarat, I mean, Motera in Gujarat, I mean, it is 100% on solar. It's 100% on solar. So there are these kind of places, first of all. So see, coming with hydrogen, coming with solar, hydro, it's all like, it's going to take time. So, but this is not going to take time. It can eventually happen immediately. It's just a source of fund that's required. So let's see if they come out with other models of investment also.
Okay. So one last question.
Yeah.
Who are our competitor in BESS EPC space?
A lot of them. I mean, it's not like I would say that I'm the only person right there. There are a lot of people, there are a lot of companies, international companies coming in. But then it's like the first mover advantage. So if you're there right now, in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, when this is going to catch up, you're going to be right there at the right space.
Okay, sir. Thank you and all the
Thank you
best.
so much.
Any other questions? So I think we can call it a wrap. Thank you. Please give them a warm round of applause. So we got very good investors in the audience. I'll request them. Diwan Sahab, Prakash Diwanji, Rikin Dalal sir, please can you come on stage? Tejas Parekh, please.